Hello children, welcome back, and today in decimals we will be learning how to divide a decimal by 10, by 100 or by 1000. You must be remembering that in exercise 3.1 we did multiplication of a decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. What did we do? We count the number of zeros in the first step and then move that many places towards the right. This is just opposite of that. We have to count the number of zeros and then we have to shift our decimal place towards the left that many times. Suppose you are dividing a decimal number by 10. So how many zeros are there? 1 0. So you will be shifting your decimal one place towards your left. Okay, and if in the left there are no numbers, then you add zeros and place the decimal accordingly. So let us start. Divide the given decimals by 10, by 100 and by 1000. So our first question is 4.517, right? Now we have to divide each one by 10, by 100 and by 1000. So first I will divide by 10. So our first step is counting the number of zeros. So it is 1 0. So our decimal will be shifting one place towards the left. So from here to here. Right? So our final answer will be 0.4517, and before a point you can add 0 so that the answer is clear. So this is the answer for dividing by 10. Now same question when you are dividing it with 100. Okay? So you can see there are 2 zeros in this. That means you will be shifting your decimal 2 times towards your left, but you are falling short of numbers here. So what I will do is, I will add some zeros before 4, okay, and then I will write the question. So 2 decimals towards your left means 1 and 2. So our decimal now will be here, 0.04517, right? So this is your answer when you divided it by 100. Now next is 4.517 divided by 1000. So what will be our first step? Count the number of zeros. There are 3 zeros. So we will be shifting our decimal towards the left 3 times. So first let me add the number of zeros here, and then I will be shifting the decimal here. Now the number is between 4 and 5. The decimal is here. So 3 times shifting. 1, 2 and 3. So our decimal will be here, and this will be your answer for 1000. So let us go to the second sum, children, and do the same. 56.218 divided by 10. So what will be our first step? Count the number of zeros and shift that many places towards your left. Now the decimal is between 6 and 2 here. So 1 decimal towards your left, and the answer is 5.6218. Same way, 56.218 divided by 100. So write the question without the decimal and try to add zeros because you will be falling short of zeros. Right? So now your decimal is between this 6 and 2. So how many zeros are there, children? There are 2 zeros. So I will be shifting from here 2 times towards my left. 1 time and then second time. So my answer is 0.56218. And last, 56.218 divided by 1000. So first step is count the number of zeros, right, and then shift that many times towards your left. So here you are now currently. So 1, 2 and 3. So this is our final answer. So hope you understood, children. When you are dividing with 10, 100 or 1000, count the number of zeros and go that many places towards your left. So let us move on to the next question. The next question is divide 100 by 8. Now you will think this is a whole number, then what are we doing this in decimals? Let us see, children, how it is related to decimals. First sum is 100 divided by 8, right? Now you know 100 is not a perfect multiple of 8, right? So what do we do? Now we will turn this dividend into a decimal. 100 can also be written as 100.0, right? Because it is a whole number. That means after decimal there is no number. So we will add that as 0. So 8 ones are 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Then we will bring this 0, 20. 8 twos are 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. Now before bringing this 0, we can see that there is a decimal. We will place that decimal in the quotient and then bring the 0. So 8 5s are 40. And now you see children, our remainder is 0. So our sum is over. And the answer is quotient is equal to 12.5. Now you understood children why this sum is being given in this decimal chapter. We have to convert this whole number into a decimal, the dividends place, and then do the question. Let us go to the next sum. 165 divided by 12. So we will write 165 as 165.0 and then divide it with 12. 12 ones are 12. 16 minus 12 is 4. Bring 5 down. 45. 12 threes are 36. Right? 45 minus 36, let us subtract. 15 minus 6 is 9. Now, before I bring the 0 down, I will place this decimal in the quotient place. So, 90. 12 sevens are 84. And it is 6. Now, here there is a remainder 6. And what have we learned children? If there is a remainder, we do not stop. We add 0 in the dividend and bring that down. Right? So, we will bring this 0 down. And now it is 12 5s are 60 and our remainder is 0. So, our quotient is 13.75. And this is our final answer. So, let us solve the last sum. 20.258 divided by 8. .258 divided by 8. So, we have to take these two numbers together children for 20. So, 8 twos are 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. So, I have to bring 2 down. But before that, we have to place this decimal in the quotient. So, it becomes 42. 8 5s are 40. Now, next is I am bringing 5 down. 8 3s are 24. 25 minus 24 is 1. Then bring 8 down. 8 2s are 16. And 18 minus 16 is 2. Then now remainder is 2. So we do not stop. What do? We add 0 in the dividend and bring that 0 down. So it is 20. 8 2s are 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. And again we add one more 0 and bring that down. 40. And 8 5s are is 40. And see here children, here now we will get the remainder 0. So what is our quotient here? Quotient is 2.53225. And this will be your final answer. So hope you understood children. Next class we will be doing word problems on decimals. Bye for now.